very first classified UFO files were just released by the Trump administration. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know and what was in those files. Let's get to it.
Fox News alert, the Trump administration releasing the first batch of files related to UFOs and alien life.
So is the truth really out there?
Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy joins us live with the details. What have you learned, Peter?
Good morning. So a White House official left this hard drive on my desk overnight. You can see on it, it says AARO files copy 2 of 3. That is the All-domain Resolution Office, copy 2 of 3. This is the first big batch of UFO disclosure ordered by President Trump. Some of the clips and videos on there have popped up different places before. Some of them have not. And we have been going through this all morning and overnight to try to put together some of the best videos so we can all look at this together. This is a world exclusive right here. So let's go to the first clip over the skies of the United Arab Emirates in June 2024. An inverted teardrop with a vertically linear trailing mass, as described by the War Department, suspended below. The War Department cannot say for sure what this is. It is officially listed as an unresolved UAP report. The next video, over the skies of Iraq, December 2022, moving bottom left to top right of the field of view. All CENTCOM gets from this is an area of contrast. That's what they describe it as. It is officially still listed as an unresolved UAP report. Next video, over the skies of Greece, October 2023. What is described as a small and circular UAP flying near the surface of the ocean towards land. CENTCOM can't tell us what it is. It is officially listed as an unresolved UAP report. Within the last 2 minutes, all of these videos have gone live on war.gov/UFO, and a White House official tells Fox First, while past administrations sought to discredit or dissuade the American people, President Trump is focused on providing maximum transparency to the public, who can ultimately make up their own minds about the information contained in these files. And there's also a fresh look at some historical records. There's this from Apollo 17 included in this big document dump. One of the astronauts says, we've got a few very bright particles or fragments or something that go drifting by as we maneuver. The control center says, Roger, understood. Another astronaut says, there's a whole bunch of big ones on my window down there, just bright. It looks like the 4th of July out of Ron's window. Another astronaut says, yes, now you can see some of them in shape. They're very jagged, angular fragments that are tumbling. This exchange has long been dismissed as floating insulation. But now the White House is saying, while this photo has been previously released and discussed by keen observers, there is no consensus about the nature of the anomaly. And this all started, of course, because we asked the president about it in February.
Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know,
So aliens are real.
well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. Well, he made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it.
So the government is trying to answer the question, do aliens exist? And the answer is, they don't know, but in an effort of transparency, they are giving us all of the material that they are working with as they try to answer that question.
All right.
Back to you.
Peter, so many questions. The internet has been ablaze about this for a long time. And one of the things that the unidentified anomalous phenomena people want to know is what the government has collected from belief that these things crashed. There was crash retrieval and that we have some sort of evidence. Is there anything in this batch of released files that would answer that question?
There's nothing in this batch, but we've been told that this is about to become a regular thing because there are hundreds of documents and dozens of pieces of media, videos and photos that are contained on this drive that has just been uploaded to the new website, which is war.gov/UFO. There is nothing like that in this batch. But they are going through and they are working to declassify whatever they can because President Trump told them to. And this is different than when he ordered the Kennedy files to be unclassified and just put everything out all at once. It was millions of pages, a huge file. This is going to come out bit by bit as they work through. And you look, we've got some stuff from Apollo 17. We've got some stuff from a couple months ago. There's a ton of material, but they want us to know that they are trying to figure this out. They just don't have an answer about whether or not, about what these crafts are.
Okay, so that's the latest from the Trump administration. And of course, the internet is abuzz about this news. So let me give the Trump administration some credit, and then I'm going to break down, I think, what we're seeing here and what we're probably not going to see. First off, Trump administration deserves a ton of credit because nobody prior to him, going back to actually before World War II, is willing to actually say the truth. The truth of the matter is, and we've had multiple whistleblowers say this, even on the record, that there were crash recoveries during World War II. The Italians actually passed over a number of unidentified objects that crashed, specifically one site where USGIs had to go recover this. So that's the first thing. Let's kind of, again, so Trump deserves some credit. But let's dissect what we're seeing here. I believe, and again, my theory alone, is what we're seeing here is obviously military craft, and the reason why Trump is releasing this information, and this doesn't need to be mean that it's American military craft, it could be other countries. But the reason why the Trump administration is releasing this specifically is because at this point, some of the capabilities of the United States, like these objects, are known and known by our adversaries. And at this point, there's no reason to classify it. So they're kind of just chunking some of this information into what we would traditionally think is a UFO file. So just, again, it's an unidentified object. These objects, many of them are military with capabilities that have been classified for decades. And just now, they're being declassified. That's what we're seeing here. What I'm curious to see is the appetite of the Trump administration to go further, because some of these flight anomalies are interesting and mind-blowing in certain instances. We've had F-16 pilots off the coast of Virginia, put on their radar, and we've seen this in congressional testimony. Massive speed, and then the ability to stop quickly, and all of these physics things that we just aren't aware that man can do. I'll put it that way. It didn't impress me that these were alien craft. But this is what I'm interested in as we get these tranches. It's clear that we have, as an American government and citizenry, come into contact with alien beings. That's been said multiple times by Congress members who have had access to skiffs. They're not willing to go further than say that, but that has been clear. The second thing that is again in congressional testimony is that we've had interactions and do have in our possession non-human beings that were in crash sites. There was about 16 months ago a congressional panel that was put together, and in this congressional meeting, Anna Luna from Florida actually questioned one of the individuals, and he did say that on the record. This was one of the whistleblowers. So again, I'm curious what the appetite is for Pete Hegseth at the Department of War and for Trump to get to those type of topics. I think we can agree that the initial release is probably not anything that's mind-blowing at the moment. There's a bunch of particles that are floating around that we just don't know what they are. I think they're clearly military. So again, the Trump administration deserves a lot of credit. They've done what nobody else has done before them. The questions I have is where this goes and if we can get to the more juicy material that we are aware has happened. We'll see. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and hit that button right over here. That's a subscribe button. We would love it to have you join us for the ride, and it helps our channel a lot. And that's it from us for now. Enjoy the next videos. They're again right off to the right, and we'll see you over there.